faith, oh Lord, I stand.
Hi y'all, I know this is a little bit early. This is why the angel again. I thought I'd put on early with this one. I'm just going to stop this little video. Ben Needham was a little boy, or is a little boy. Well, he's a grown man now. This is all about Ben and Madeline McCann. A tale of two investigations. 2 children, 2 families, 2 disappearances that shook the United Kingdom, Europe, and the world. But only one case would go on to receive more than 13 million in government funding, while the others struggled for decades with less than 2 million in support. And that is sad. But this story of Ben Needham and Madeline McCann, and why their cases were treated so differently, was it down to politics or not? We'll discover that as we go. So, in the summer of 1991, the Greek island of Kos, a quiet farmhouse, a toddler named Ben Needham was playing outside in the sun. His mum was in the house or by the pool. She looked for him and then he was gone. No CCTV, no mobile phones, no digital trail, just silence and questions that would haunt a family for more than 3 decades. Fast forward to 2007, when we go to Praia da Luz, and we see that Madeline McCann is in a bustling holiday resort and she's asleep in a holiday apartment, and then she too vanishes. But this time the world was watching. 2 different eras and 2 different realities. But now in that time period we have more technology. We have the internet. We have 24-hour news coverage, which is available on the internet. So, hello everyone joining me. And sorry about my dog barking in the background. So now we have both Madeline and Ben missing. So the pressure that shaped the decisions at the highest levels of government, which was both Madeline's family were more affluent, both doctors, and his parents were different in a different thing. So in Ben's case, the evidence was scarce, no confirmed sightings, no forensic breakthroughs. I'm just going to go and sort this dog of mine out. I'll be 2 minutes. You. Okay. Come on. There you are. Off you go. Okay, I'm back. So there was no forensic breakthroughs. Excavations in 2012 and 2016 suggested that he may have died in an accident, but nothing was ever proven. Madeline's case, however, continued to generate new leads, new suspects, and new theories. In 2020, a German national became the focus of international attention, reigniting the evidence once more. And then every time a new lead was justified, more funding was given, more time, and more hope. Then politics and public pressure for Madeline's disappearance reached the desks of the prime ministers, home secretaries, and diplomats. It became a symbol, a case the government felt compelled to support. Ben's case never received that level of political involvement, not because he mattered less, but because the political landscape around his disappearance was entirely different. The internet was different then. It was in its infancy. And I was just leaving school then. Or I'd just had left school. So the truth behind the disparity was, so why did the UK treat both cases so differently? Because of jurisdiction? Because of media pressure? Because of political involvement? Or was it simply because of the era in which each child disappeared? Not because one child was more important than the other, but because the system responded to the world around it. A world which had changed dramatically between 1991 and 2007. When they weren't just separated just by time and distance. In Greece, Ben's case fell under the authority of the Greek police. South Yorkshire police were only allowed to help when invited. So the UK government had no legal grounds to launch a full investigation. But in Portugal, it was the UK police that made a different choice. The government authorised the Metropolitan Police, the most powerful force in the UK, to run a parallel investigation known as Operation Grange. The decision that would change the course of the case and funded the case as well. So a lot of funding came from the British government for this case. Over more than 30 years of the search for Ben Needham received under 2 million in UK support, which is far less than Madeline McCann's. Madeline McCann's Operation Grange, which investigated and is still investigating her disappearance, is standing over around 13.2 million in UK pounds, and has been renewed again and again and again, long after most missing children cases would have been closed. The disparity in funding isn't imagined, it's real and it's painful for Ben's family. The power of the media in this case was that Ben's story made the headlines in 1981, but the world simply moved on. Madeline's story has never left the spotlight, front pages, documentaries, international appeals, and a media storm unlike anything seen before in a missing child case. So, what do you all think? Is it time, just like Ben Needham's case, is it time for the British government to wind down Madeline McCann's case? Or is it time to ramp both cases up just for one last boost? I wasn't going to do any readings today, but it wouldn't be me if I didn't do a quick Mary Magdalene oracle read, because it's rapidly coming up to the day when we celebrate Mary Magdalene in all her glory. People ask why I knock the cards on the desk. It's to get rid of any negativity. And for any of those who have missed this will be playing on my YouTube channel for all eternity. My opinion is, yes, Ben went missing in a different time, but his case should never have been treated any different to anyone else's. Neither should anyone else's missing child case, such as Nikki Allen's in Sunderland. Her case, she was missing for, well, she was killed over 30 odd years ago. Her killer has been found, put on trial, and successfully locked away, given a sentence on top of the sentence he already had. So things do happen. I am now going to switch if I can, and then remove that so you can see the screen bigger. Okay. Mary Magdalene, I ask you for some guidance this afternoon to give some support and healing and guidance to Ben Needham's family. Will, now the government has handed this back over to the Greek authorities to deal with, as they're not handing any more funding to it, will they help us find any trace of Ben? Is he possibly with Madeline? Was he taken by the same people Madeline is with? I think I'll ask that on my live show later on. So is Ben's case going to come to a conclusion? Healing comes from within, which is the golden light card. I don't think you can see that. There we are, the golden light card. We also have 7. Vision comes from within. Hello, whoever you are. Nice to see you. Okay. Turn those over. And presents. I call myself back from all times and all places. Presence, I exist intensely. So this is the Love Divine. I call that the Love Divine card. I haven't used these cards for a while and they are quite new to me. So I'm going to use the guidebook to help me interpret this. So this is card 1. And this is present. So I think what it is asking is for us to be present in ourselves, be present in the moment. I exist in the moment. I exist in the moment. And this is basically being present within yourself. I can't even find it. So must be further back. There it is, because it's one of the Christ cards. So presence says what I can release, I exist intensely in the present moment. So this is one of the 7th powers of the ego. It's just saying let go of your ego and let Mary in to heal, and letting you know that death isn't the end of a situation. It is a transition and transformation. And 7, the vision comes from within. So it's all about opening your third eye chakra and just letting spirit come within and listen to what's going on around you. Healing is the golden light, allowing the healing light to come in through you and up through. It's just balancing your, just letting the healing rays come in through the ground, balancing yourself, balancing the healing from what, when people say go out, touch grass, that's you getting your healing. So stand outside in your bare feet, go out in the rain, go out, just go out and enjoy nature, or sit in your car down by the beach and just enjoy watching the wind lap the waves up against the beach. What these cards are saying for Ben's mum is you need to let the heal and his family, let the healing come. The truth is on its way. And proof is in the pudding. Well, it's not what the money brings, but the Greek authority have some evidence that they're soon going to share. Closer. He was such a gentle little boy when he was with his mum and his grandparents. Very happy. But what I can say is the guy that was being blamed for Madeline was not there that day. He was too young then. I'm going to leave that with love and light, and I'm going to cleanse my space. I'll see you all around 6ish tonight.